welcome. This is Ruth, and I have the most beautiful wax seal kit which was sent to me by Spellbinders a few weeks ago. It's not a brand new product from Spellbinders, but it's certainly brand new to me. I intended just to open it and start using it and show you what I could do with it. But whenever I opened the outside packaging, I just thought it just felt like such a wonderful luxury product, and even the packaging of it was so beautiful. I thought I would share the unboxing and then we could start using it together. So I've taken the outer packaging off, and then it's got this sleeve over the top which you just slide off. And on the side here it tells you what's in the box. So there's a silicone work mat which is 10 inches by 7 inches, a wax bead warmer, a wax bead warmer spoon, 100 gold wax beads, and an exclusive wax seal stamp. So all of these things are inside this box, but don't throw away this sleeve itself, because there's a warning on it first of all, how to keep this away from children, make sure your candles are safe, and don't leave the tea light unattended. All of that's important information, but on the inside here you can see that it actually has instructions how to use it. So I am going to cut that open after I open the box first. So this is the silicone mat, and it does feel really, to be honest, all of this feels like such a luxury product. That's why I wanted to share it with you. So this says Sealed by Spellbinders, and that's part of the Sealed by collection by Spellbinders. And inside you'll find the lovely little wax warmer, and then we've got the spoon. So it's a double-sided spoon, so that means it's really, really good for left-handed or right-handed people. That fits really snugly just into there as well. Then we've got the little stamp. Right. This is kind of heavy, so it's a really good weight for setting into the wax. And this one says "for you," and there's a little sprig or a little bit of foliage up at the side of it there. And these are actually interchangeable, although I think at the moment all of Spellbinders wax seal stamps come with a handle already attached. But that's a good weight, and you can feel that the quality of that even as you just lift it out of the box. And then we've got a lovely little box here with 100 gold beads inside. So these are all wax beads, and I'll just open it up here. And there's all your beads. Now those little beads go in here. I've already got 2 in there, and 4 is suggested on the packaging to make the ideal size for one of these little seals. Now the only 2 things that you'll need to add to this kit to get started is a little tea light, now not a battery one, an actual one that lights, and then a lighter of some description. I've got a little lighter here, and you can also use a match to light that, just whatever you want. Do keep this lovely box handy, because it's really, really good for putting all this back into when you're not using it. But I have gone ahead and just opened out the packaging on the box, and it will give you all the instructions that you need there, and inside here some useful tips on this other side. Make sure you read all of those, and that will get you started. But I'm going to show you here just what I think of it and how I'm going to use it for my first time, and hopefully if you haven't used one before, I think you're going to like this. I've also been sent some other wax seals for a new release which is coming up really, really soon. So don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed, maybe you could do that and hit the notification bell, and you'll see the next video as soon as it comes up, because that's in a very, very short time. I just kept this one so that it's a separate thing, but I'll be showing you how to use all of the new pieces and what all has been released from that as well. But just right now I'm only going to use the contents of the starter kit to show you how it works. So first of all, let's light the little candle, and I'll let that light up for a moment or 2 before I actually put this over the top, because I don't really want to snuff that out. Now I've got 4 beads in there, and I'm just going to set that on and let those melt, and I'm going to get a little cocktail stick so that I can stir them around a bit. So while that's melting, and it's actually almost ready now, I've just gone ahead and put a little mark, and you can probably see it here, just directly at the bottom of where this is, so that I am actually going to make my little wax seals on this silicone mat. But if I ever wanted to use this directly onto, say, a card or an envelope or something, or some other craft project, and I need to know that it's directly facing the right way, I can see that little dot here and I know that's right at the bottom. So now we've got this ready, and I'm just going to lift off my little spoon and pour the wax out. Now I think I need to just take my time at this and make sure that I pour right into the center. This is what I've heard. I need to pour right into the center and then not move this spoon around until this forms a little circle. And now I've got my stamp, and I'm going to place that right in the center. Now I think I've got to leave that for about 15 seconds or so, and in the meantime I'm going to put my little spoon back on again, and then I'll put more wax into it and get ready to make my next little seal. While that's melting, I can go ahead. I've waited long enough and I'm very excited to see what's going to happen in here. So let's just see if this is ready. Yes. Oh. Well, that's my first wax seal, and if they're all as easy as that, wow, I'm really impressed. I didn't expect to get a kind of perfect circle to start off with, but isn't that just beautiful? Now, I could go on and make more of these, but I want to come back again and show you what those would look like when I've got my other seals, my new seals. But just at this point, I want to see if I can make some little wax dots that would match in with this, and then I could maybe put those on a card as well in a little background piece. That was my first attempt at trying to make some little dots, and I don't think it was a crashing success, but it's certainly given me an appetite for trying some more, because I've got some here that look really, really good and some that don't look just so good. But that leads me on to just another little thing that I wanted to show you, that none of this actually gets wasted. So I can just take these pieces of wax that I'm not happy with, pop them right back into that little warmer, melt them, and then reuse them. Now, while I'm waiting on this one, I've blown out the little candle and I'm just cleaning my little spoon. So I've got some kitchen paper here, and I have folded it over a couple of times, and I'm putting it into the inside of it here, and then I can clean off all the wax. Now it cleans up really, really easily, but it's very important to make sure that you've got at least double or triple thickness of this, because that wax is really, really hot. And there we are. I'm just waiting for my second one. I can see already it's not just as perfect as my first one. Well, there you are. Who would have believed it? I thought I would just make up a lovely card and put this on it. Now, I'm not really brave enough to pour directly straight onto the card, so I'm just going to attach this one just by gluing it in the meantime, and then when you come back at a later stage, I will try that too. I'll be trying lots of other things as well, but I have got some bits and pieces here from the September 2024 clubs. So this is the embossing folder of the month, and these are sunflowers from the large die of the month as well, and I've gone ahead and assembled those, and those are leaves from that as well. So you can see I've got my wax seal here and some dots that I've made with the wax as well. So I have taken some stems from Lisa Horton's Layered Anemone because I wanted to put the stems on here, and these sunflowers didn't have them. So don't forget to go back and look through your dies and whatnot, and lift out bits and pieces that you can use together. So I am going to attach this onto some satin gold card, and then before I attach that on here, I'm going to wrap some twine around the stems when I get those placed on first of all. I've glued these on so that the stems are sort of overlapping here, and the twine that I've put around the card is overlapping in the centre as well, and I'm just going to glue this on. Now I think you could attach this in different ways, but I'm just going to glue that on there, and then you can see when I come back and be brave enough just to pour straight onto the card in my next video. I've got lots of other ideas for the next video as well, so I have mixtures of different colours of waxes. I've got all sorts of things. So let's just see, I think I'll put that large dot down there, and then I'll put two smaller ones up at the top. So you can see there how I've added this on here, and I've used stems and flowers that are from recent kits and whatnot, but Spellbinders actually do have some dedicated dies that are absolutely gorgeous along with these. In fact, they've got a beautiful one that goes across the card as well there, and I just don't have any of those at the moment, but hopefully I'll be getting some of those in the near future, and I'll show you those when I come back. But I will link them down below, because I will actually have my affiliate links to the wax kit and the dies and everything that I've used, including some of those other dedicated dies. I'll have all of that down below in the description of the video as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Just another little thing as I've been looking at this, those little wax dots that I have here, wouldn't that make a beautiful little centre for a flower as well? And that gold is really just perfect for that. But now that that has sort of whet my appetite for it, and I was very, very new to that, brand new, brand spanking new to it all, I really do want to try and even do some marbling effects and some two-tone things. I'll maybe just practice that before I do it first time on camera. But I've really enjoyed this. I hope you have too. And don't forget, if you haven't subscribed and you would like to do that and hit the notification bell. I would really love you to give me a big thumbs up and leave me a little comment and let me know what you thought of this as well down below. And until next time, happy crafting. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.